Yeah, we all have the archetypal definition of what a mother is, and it's nurturer, protector. It's just the one that we think of as our soft place to fall. But there is that super small percentage that are these Munchausen by proxy mothers that for some reason feel like the only way they're going to get what they need, the attention, the approval, the admiration, is by being a martyr. Feeling like, okay, the way I'm going to get this is if I have a child that's really sick, people are going to admire me for staying the course, being that mother that against all odds takes care of this child. And I'm going to get the admiration of doctors and nurses and neighbors and churches. They're going to all say, oh, she's so devoted, she's such a wonderful person. And that begins to define her. And she can't quit, because if the child is ever well, then now she doesn't have the currency of admiration. She doesn't have the currency of everybody having sympathy for her and empathy for her and admiration for her. And so they just keep going in deeper and deeper and deeper, and children die from this.
Shauna Taylor is my biological mother. Most of what I know is from court documents. I read that Shauna put insulin in my milk. Shauna would put insulin in the bottle. Shauna was getting the insulin from her husband, Bill. Around that time, I was put in the hospital for acute hypoglycemia. I was 8 months old when I was taken out of Shauna's care.
Shauna physically abused me, neglected me, and mentally abused me. Growing up, I rarely got a meal. Most of the time, I wasn't dressed. On a regular basis, Shauna would force feed me pennies, nickels, and dimes. Shauna put my oldest brother and myself in a dog cage and threw it around the room. I feel like Shauna threw us around in a cage just for fun. Most of my childhood memories were at the hospital. One of the many visits to the hospital, I received 2 spinal taps. To this day, I have intense back pain.
In October of 2018, Shauna was sentenced to 12 years in prison. I made an impact statement at the hearing. This was the first time I was face to face with Shauna. She had no expression whatsoever. I felt a lot of hate, and the fact that I saw her face and she had no expression at all, it gave more hate.
Where I was supposed to have good childhood memories, Shauna made my life a living hell.
If I'm talking to you and you're one of those people, you're not going to hear me, but you may know somebody. Maybe it's a sister or an aunt. And I do keep talking about it, women, because 98% of these people are women. Maybe it's because typically caregivers are women, it's less so in society now than it was, but 98% of those with Munchausen by proxy are women. So pay attention. Look at the warning signs I'm listing on drphil.com and putting up on Facebook, and see if that might apply to somebody in your family. I've seen it very close to me in my world, and don't let something go. We always say, if you see something, say something and do something.